Dear Starseeds, within the next 7 days, you will receive an undeniable sign that forces you to make the biggest decision of your entire existence. This isn't speculation or spiritual bypassing. The cosmic coordinates for your relocation have already been transmitted to your soul's navigation system, and what happens next will divide your life into before and after. Everything you've been sensing about needing to leave, about not belonging where you are, is about to crystallize into undeniable action. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm about to reveal changes everything about the restlessness consuming your soul. The moon entered Pisces this morning, creating what feels like chaos, but is actually a cosmic reorganization specifically designed for your quantum leap. You've been feeling it for weeks now, haven't you? That pull toward somewhere else, someone else, something else entirely. But here's what we haven't told you yet. This isn't just about changing your address. You're about to shift into an entirely different timeline. Let me tell you about the betrayal first, because that's where your real story begins, not ends. Someone you trusted shattered something deep within you. Maybe it was a partner who promised forever but delivered abandonment. Maybe a workplace that slowly poisoned your spirit with its toxic frequency. Or perhaps your own family became the source of wounds that still pulse with pain. This betrayal wasn't random. It was engineered by the universe itself to make staying where you are impossible, to make your current life feel like wearing clothes that no longer fit. You've been trying to heal in the same place where you were wounded, and that's like trying to breathe underwater. Your soul knows this, which is why every morning you wake up feeling like you're in the wrong life, the wrong place, the wrong timeline entirely. The location where you currently live has become a prison of invisible bars made from other people's expectations, old versions of yourself, and dreams that belong to who you used to be. But something shifted recently. You've stopped trying to make it work. You've stopped forcing yourself to fit. What you don't realize yet is that your next home already exists and is energetically calling you forward. Not metaphorically, but literally. There's a physical space somewhere on this planet that was designed for your exact frequency, waiting empty until you arrive. Some of you have been seeing it in dreams, so clearly you could draw it. The way morning light falls through specific windows, the view that makes your soul exhale, the strange feeling of being home before you even unpack. These aren't fantasies. They're preview downloads from the timeline you're about to step into. But there's something else happening simultaneously that makes this even more complex. You're not just leaving a place. You're leaving a version of yourself that no longer serves your highest evolution. You who accepted less than you deserved. The you who dimmed your light to make others comfortable. The you who stayed silent when your soul was screaming. That version is dying. And like any death, it's messy, uncomfortable, and absolutely necessary. The chaos you're experiencing isn't destruction. It's reconstruction at the cellular level. The financial fears holding you back aren't really about money, though that's the story you tell yourself. They're about worthiness. Deep down, you're wondering if you deserve the life calling you forward. If you're worthy of the abundance waiting in your new timeline. Let me tell you something that will shatter that illusion forever. The universe doesn't call you towards something you don't deserve. The very fact that you're feeling this pull means you've already qualified for what's coming. The money will appear the moment you fully commit. Not before, but exactly when needed. There's a person connected to this relocation whose energy you might already be sensing but haven't identified yet. For some, this is a romantic partner who either moves with you or who you'll meet in your new location. This isn't just any connection. This is someone whose soul frequency matches yours so perfectly that being with them feels like finally breathing after holding your breath for lifetimes. For others, this is a soul family member, a collaborator, someone whose arrival marks the beginning of your real mission here on Earth. The synchronicities have been accelerating, haven't they? Numbers appearing everywhere like cosmic breadcrumbs, songs playing at exactly the right moment, with lyrics that feel written for you, conversations with strangers that seem orchestrated by invisible hands. These aren't coincidences. They're confirmation codes from the universe, each one saying the same thing in different languages. It's time, it's time, it's time. But still you hesitate, waiting for some guarantee that doesn't exist in the quantum field, only in the illusion of safety you're desperately clinging to. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more starseeds like you can find it. Because what I'm about to reveal next is the missing piece you've been searching for. The real reason you haven't moved yet isn't practical, it's cellular. You carry memories from other lifetimes when following your soul's calling led to persecution, abandonment, death. These memories aren't conscious, but they create invisible resistance every time you try to move forward. Your body remembers danger where your soul knows there's only freedom. Here's what those cellular memories aren't telling you, though. This time is fundamentally different. This isn't another cycle of the same old pattern repeating. This is your graduation moment, the culmination of everything you've learned through all your struggles. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every loss taught you what really matters. Every moment of not belonging was actually preparation for finding your true home. And now that home is calling you with increasing urgency because the window for this particular timeline jump is finite. The portal won't stay open forever. Let me paint you a picture of where you're going, because your soul needs to remember what's waiting. Imagine walking into a space and feeling every cell in your body recognize it as yours. The walls themselves seem to embrace you. The air carries a quality of peace you've never experienced, but somehow always knew existed. In this new place, you don't have to translate yourself for others' understanding. You don't have to shrink, hide, or pretend. Your gifts aren't just tolerated, but celebrated. Your frequency isn't too high. It's exactly right. Some of you will relocate to places you've never even considered. Cities whose names you can't pronounce yet. Countries you've only seen in dreams. Communities you didn't know existed. But when you arrive, and you will arrive, the land itself will recognize you. The trees will lean in as you pass. The very ground beneath your feet will pulse with welcome. This isn't magical thinking. This is what happens when you finally align with your soul's true coordinates. The earth herself celebrates, because another awakened soul has found their designated position in the planetary grid. For others, the relocation might seem smaller, but is no less powerful. Perhaps you'll move to a different neighborhood in your current city, but that small shift will change everything. You'll find yourself surrounded by people who actually see you, support you, celebrate your existence. Or perhaps you won't physically move at all, but will energetically relocate so completely that your current space transforms into something unrecognizable. The walls that felt like prison become sanctuary. The city that felt like exile reveals itself as the perfect training ground. The resistance you're feeling isn't actually yours. You're carrying the unfulfilled dreams of every ancestor who wanted to leave but couldn't, who heard freedom calling but remained trapped by circumstances, obligations, fear. Their unfinished journeys live in your bones, making every step toward your new life feel like betrayal. But here's the cosmic truth that changes everything. When you finally make this move, you're not betraying them. You're completing their dreams. You're proving the family line can actually break free. Let's talk about the timeline mechanics of what's actually happening, because understanding this will dissolve your remaining resistance. Right now, you exist in multiple timelines simultaneously. In one timeline, you stay where you are, making the best of circumstances that don't fit your frequency. In that timeline, you slowly fade. Your light dims, your gifts atrophy. But in another timeline, the one magnetizing you forward, you've already relocated. You're already living in that new space, thriving in ways your current self can barely imagine. These aren't separate futures, they're parallel presents. The moon in Pisces today is creating a specific condition where the veils between these timelines are tissue thin. The confusion you're feeling isn't confusion at all. It's your consciousness trying to process multiple realities simultaneously as they bleed into each other. Venus approaching opposition to Chiron is surfacing every wound about belonging, worthiness, deserving happiness. This isn't random planetary movement. This is orchestrated cosmic choreography designed to push you past your last resistance into the timeline where you actually belong, where you finally thrive. Something happened in the past few months that you haven't fully processed yet. A conversation, a realization, a moment when you finally understood that staying where you are is no longer an option. Maybe someone showed you their true colors. Maybe you finally admitted a truth you've been avoiding. Maybe you simply woke up one morning and couldn't pretend anymore. That moment was the first cosmic coordinate clicking into place. Everything since then has been in preparation for the move that your soul has already decided to make. The signs about where you're supposed to go will become undeniable in the coming days. You might receive an unexpected message from someone in a different location. You might stumble upon information about a place and feel your whole body light up with recognition. You might have a dream so vivid you wake up with physical sensations from your new home. A smell in your nostrils, a temperature on your skin, a feeling of profound peace that follows you into waking. Don't dismiss these experiences. They're your future self reaching back through time. There's a mission connected to this relocation that you haven't fully grasped yet. You didn't come to Earth just to heal yourself, though that's been necessary. You came with a specific purpose that involves serving humanity's evolution in some unique way. But here's what we haven't told you. You can't fully activate your mission from where you currently are. The location calling you isn't random. It's precisely where you need to be to fulfill your soul contract. There are people there who need exactly what you have to offer. Some of you are worried about leaving people behind, family members who won't understand, friends who'll feel abandoned, communities that depend on your presence. Let me share something that might sound harsh, but is actually liberation. You're staying small to make others comfortable serves no one, especially not them. When you answer your soul's call to relocate, to expand, to step into your power, you give everyone around you permission to do the same. Some will be inspired, others will resist. Their response isn't your responsibility. The practical concerns swirling in your mind are valid but not insurmountable. Yes, moving costs money. Yes, leaving requires courage. Yes, starting over feels overwhelming. But here's what you're not seeing yet. The universe has already arranged everything. The money will appear from unexpected sources. The right doors will open at the perfect moment. The people who need to agree will suddenly agree. This isn't wishful thinking. This is how reality works when you're aligned with your soul's true path. The universe literally reorganizes itself to support your journey. Right now, you might be in what we call the void period. Everything seems to have stopped. The signs have gone quiet. The synchronicities have paused. This isn't abandonment. This is the universe holding its breath while reconstructing reality to accommodate your new timeline. It's like the moment between trapezes when you've released the old bar but haven't grasped the new one. You're suspended in pure potential. Don't panic during this void. Don't go back. The new bar is coming, and when it arrives, you'll understand why complete release was necessary. Your new location exists at a higher frequency than where you currently are. This isn't better or worse, just different, calibrated for who you've become through your trials and transformations. In this new frequency, manifestation happens faster. Synchronicities multiply exponentially. The gap between thought and reality shrinks dramatically. This is why you've been feeling so frustrated lately. You've already upgraded internally, but you're trying to operate that higher frequency in a lower frequency environment. It's like running quantum software on outdated hardware. The friction has become unbearable. The betrayal that started this journey wasn't meant to break you, but to break you free. It shattered the illusion that you could bloom where you were planted, when the soil itself was toxic. Every painful experience since then has been the universe making staying impossible, forcing you toward the life you're actually meant to live. Not through cruelty, but through cosmic compassion that refuses to let you settle for less than your destiny. The pain was never punishment. It was redirection toward your true coordinates. Some of you will receive the final sign through a dream tonight. You'll see yourself in your new space so clearly that waking up will feel like leaving home rather than returning to it. Others will receive confirmation through a conversation tomorrow that seems random but contains exactly the words you need to hear. Still others will simply wake up one morning with such crystal clarity that resistance becomes impossible. The knowing will be complete, undeniable, and urgent. When this happens, don't hesitate. The portal is open now, but it won't remain open indefinitely. The part of you that's scared is the part that's about to be left behind. Not abandoned, but transformed, integrated, evolved into something that no longer needs fear as protection. The new version of you stepping forward doesn't need to play small, doesn't need to hide their gifts, doesn't need to apologize for existing. This version has been waiting patiently while you gathered the courage to let them lead. Now they're getting impatient because they can see what you can't yet see. The magnificent life waiting just beyond your next brave decision. There's something about the timing of this that you need to understand. We're in a massive cosmic window that opened with today's Pisces moon. This isn't just any astrological weather. This is a specifically engineered portal for those ready to quantum leap into their true timeline. The chaos you're experiencing, the emotional intensity, the feeling that everything is falling apart. This is actually everything falling into place. The old structures have to dissolve for the new ones to emerge. The caterpillar has to become liquid before becoming a butterfly. I need you to understand the mechanics of commitment, because this is where most souls get stuck. You're waiting for certainty before committing. But in quantum reality, commitment creates certainty. The resources you need don't exist yet, because you haven't fully committed to needing them. The moment you decide, really decide with every fiber of your being, reality reshuffles itself to provide what's required. Not always what you want, but always what you need. This isn't faith. This is physics at the quantum level, where consciousness creates reality. The place you're moving to has been holding space for you. Literally, there's an energetic vacancy that only your specific frequency can fill. Every day you delay, that space calls to you more urgently. It might be an apartment that stays mysteriously empty despite a hot rental market. It might be a house that multiple buyers passed on for reasons they can't explain. It might be a position that remains unfilled despite qualified candidates. The universe is holding it for you, but even cosmic patience has limits. The window is finite. Some of you are wondering if you're just running away from problems that will follow you wherever you go. Let me be clear about this. You're not running from anything. You're running toward everything. Toward the life that's been calling you. Toward the people who will recognize you. Toward the mission only you can fulfill. Yes, you'll still have challenges in your new location, but they'll be growth challenges, not survival challenges. They'll be the problems of expansion, not the problems of constriction. The financial abundance waiting in your new timeline isn't just about money, though money will flow more easily when you're aligned with your purpose. It's about resource abundance of all kinds. Time abundance, because you're not wasting energy pretending. Energy abundance, because you're not constantly translating yourself. Creative abundance, because your gifts have room to flourish. Relationship abundance, because you're finally around people who resonate with your frequency. This isn't fantasy. This is what happens when you stop trying to grow in soil that can't nourish your roots. There's a moment coming, sooner than you think, when you'll stand in your new space and understand everything. Why the betrayal had to happen. Why staying became impossible. Why the universe orchestrated such elaborate circumstances to get you to move. You'll see how every painful experience was actually course correction, keeping you aimed toward this moment, this place, this version of yourself. The tears you'll cry won't be sadness but relief. Finally, you're home in a way you've never been home before. Let me tell you what happens energetically when you commit to this relocation. The moment you truly decide, a signal goes out through the cosmic grid. Everyone and everything connected to your new timeline receives notification that you're coming. People you haven't met yet suddenly think of you without knowing why. Opportunities that were waiting start moving toward you. The entire universe begins reorganizing itself to prepare for your arrival. This isn't a metaphor. This is how consciousness interfaces with the quantum field to create what we call reality. The relationship waiting for you in your new location, whether romantic or platonic, is unlike anything you've experienced before. This person or these people won't need you to explain yourself. They'll recognize you immediately, not physically but energetically. Conversations will flow like rivers that have always known their course. Collaboration will feel like dance partners who've rehearsed for lifetimes. Love will feel like coming home rather than leaving yourself behind. These connections already exist in potential, waiting for you to arrive so they can manifest in form. Your mission, the real reason you incarnated on Earth at this precise moment, cannot be fully activated from where you currently are. This isn't about worthiness or readiness. Our readiness, it's about positioning. Just like a satellite needs to be in the right orbit to function, you need to be in the right location for your mission to come online. The gifts you carry, the healing you offer, the transformation you facilitate, they're needed in a specific place by specific people. Your delay isn't just affecting you, it's affecting everyone waiting for what only you can bring. The ancestors whose dreams you carry aren't disappointed by your hesitation. They understand the weight of breaking patterns that have persisted for generations. But they're also cheering for you from beyond the veil, knowing that your courage to move, to leave, to choose differently, heals backward through time. Your relocation doesn't just change your future. It literally rewrites your family's past, creating a new timeline where limitation wasn't the only option. This is how powerful your decision to move really is. Right now, in this exact moment as you absorb these words, something is shifting in your field. Can you feel it? It's like a lock clicking open, a weight lifting, a knowing settling into your bones. This isn't just inspiration or motivation. This is activation. Your soul is remembering why it chose this exact lifetime, this exact challenge, this exact opportunity. The relocation isn't something you have to do. It's something you came here to do. It's written in your soul contract, encoded in your DNA, woven into your destiny. The fear you're feeling isn't really fear of moving. It's fear of becoming who you really are. Because once you relocate, once you step into that new timeline, there's no going back to playing small. No returning to the comfort of limitation. No more hiding behind circumstances that excuse you from shining at full brightness. The new location will require you to be fully yourself, and that's terrifying to the part of you that has survived by shrinking. But that part is exhausted from decades of contortion. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine yourself 1 year from now in your new location. You wake up without dread. You look around at space that actually feels like yours. You have work that matters, relationships that nourish, a life that fits. You remember this moment, right now, when you were reading these words and feeling the pull but hadn't yet decided. You smile because you understand that this moment, this transmission, was the turning point. Everything changed when you finally said yes to what your soul had been whispering all along. The cosmic support available to you right now is unprecedented. We're in a timeline convergence that happens rarely, where multiple probable futures collapse into a single point of choice. The Pisces moon dissolving old structures, Venus and Chiron healing worthiness wounds. The universe itself conspires to make your relocation not just possible, but inevitable. This level of cosmic support won't last forever. The planets keep moving, the portals close, the window of ease narrows. This is why the urgency you're feeling is real. It's not anxiety, it's cosmic timing. Some of you need to hear this specific piece. The guilt you're carrying about leaving isn't noble. It's programming designed to keep you small, safe, controlled. The idea that staying in pain serves anyone is a lie that benefits only those who profit from your limitation. Your expansion threatens systems that depend on your constriction. Your joy disrupts narratives that require your suffering. Your relocation isn't selfish. It's revolutionary. It's an act of rebellion against every force that told you to accept less than your soul's full expression. There will be a moment in your relocation journey when everything seems to go wrong simultaneously. The plans fall through. The money seems insufficient. The fear becomes overwhelming. This isn't failure. This is the test. It's the universe asking if you're really ready, really committed, really willing to leave the known for the unknown. When this moment comes, and it will come, remember these words. The breakdown always comes right before the breakthrough. The darkest moment is just before dawn. Keep moving forward. The synchronicities that have been guiding you aren't random. They're coordinates being transmitted from your higher self, who already lives in that new timeline. Every repeating number, meaningful song, overheard conversation, they're all breadcrumbs leading you home. But here's what most people don't understand about synchronicities. They accelerate when you're on the right path, and disappear when you resist. So if the signs have gone quiet lately, it's not because you're abandoned. It's because you've stopped moving toward what's calling you. Tonight, before you sleep, your higher self will attempt direct contact through your dreams. The message might come as a vivid scene from your new life. It might come as a conversation with someone you haven't met yet. It might come as a knowing so profound that you wake up with tears streaming down your face. However it comes, trust it. Your dreams aren't random neural firing. They're interdimensional communication from the version of you that's already living the life you're afraid to claim. Let me tell you something about the place that's calling you. It's not perfect. It won't solve all your problems. It won't magically transform you into someone without challenges. But it will give you something you've never had before. Space to breathe, room to grow, permission to be exactly who you are without apology. And from that foundation, everything else becomes possible. The dreams you've shelved, the gifts you've hidden, the love you've postponed, they all become not just possible, but probable, in your new coordinates. The person you're becoming through this relocation process isn't someone new. It's who you've always been beneath the layers of adaptation, survival, compromise. Every mile you travel toward your new location strips away another layer of who you're not. By the time you arrive, you'll be naked in the best way, authentic, unmasked, unapologetic. This is why the journey feels so vulnerable. You're not just changing locations, you're shedding skins that no longer serve the truth of who you are. There's something I haven't told you yet about what happens after you relocate. Once you're settled in your new space, living your new life, you'll become a lighthouse for others still trapped where you used to be. Not through preaching or convincing, but through simply existing in your truth. Your liberation becomes permission for others to seek their own. Your courage becomes contagious. Your example becomes evidence that leaving is possible, that there's life beyond the familiar cage. This is part of your mission, though you won't see it clearly until later. If you need help becoming the lighthouse you're meant to be, not through preaching or convincing, but through simply existing in your truth, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to choose love over fear, consistently, and embody your liberation fully. Your courage is meant to be contagious. Your example is evidence for others that there's life beyond the familiar cage. We've taken declassified consciousness technology originally designed to program separation and transformed it into a tool for awakening. Destiny Engine generates personalized sequences that help you stabilize in your truth, making your very existence a permission slip for others to seek their own freedom. This is part of your mission, though you may not see it clearly yet. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to align with the lighthouse you already are, settled in your new frequency, living as evidence that transformation is possible. Your liberation ripples outward naturally when you embody it fully. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this embodiment window closes. Link in the description. As this transmission nears completion, I need you to understand something crucial. The relocation calling you isn't optional. It's as necessary as breathing, as inevitable as sunrise. You can delay it, resist it, rationalize why it's impossible, but you cannot escape it. Your soul has already decided. Your higher self has already moved. The only question is how much suffering you'll create by resisting what's already been chosen at the deepest level of your being. The universe is patient, but not indefinitely. The exact steps you need to take will be revealed the moment you commit, not before. Because the universe doesn't waste energy on uncommitted potential. But the second you decide, really decide, the path will illuminate like runway lights in darkness. The first step might be small. A conversation, an application, a search. But that first step will lead inevitably to the next, and the next, until suddenly you're standing in your new life, wondering why you waited so long to say yes. Remember the betrayal that started this journey, the one that shattered your ability to stay where you were. That wasn't cruelty. That was grace. The universe loved you too much to let you settle for a life that was slowly killing your spirit. Every painful ending since then has been redirected toward your true beginning. And now, finally, you're ready to stop the endings and start the beginning. To stop surviving and start thriving. To stop adapting and start authentic living. The coordinates have been transmitted. The path is illuminated. The relocation you've been sensing isn't coming. It's here. The decision you've been postponing isn't the future. It's now. The life you've been dreaming isn't fantasy. It's one courageous choice away. Everything you've experienced has led to this moment. Reading these words, feeling this activation, knowing with every cell that staying where you are is no longer possible. The portal is open. The support is available. The new timeline is reaching for you. All that remains is for you to reach back. Dear Starseed, you who started reading this with restlessness in your soul, do you see now what's really happening? You're not lost. You're being guided. You're not abandoned. You're being relocated. You're not failing. You're graduating. The cosmic relocation that seemed impossible when you began reading these words now feels inevitable, doesn't it? Because something has shifted. The resistance has dissolved. The knowing has crystallized. You're already gone in every way that matters. Your body just needs to catch up with where your soul has already arrived. I am Seraphine. We see you preparing for departure. We see you gathering courage. We see you finally understanding that this relocation isn't something you're choosing. It's something that's choosing you. The cosmic coordinates have been transmitted. The portal is open. Your new timeline awaits. The only question now is how quickly you'll allow yourself to arrive at the home that's been waiting for you all along. We love you, and we are watching over you.